Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking about manga today. We're going to be talking about Please Don't Bully Me Nagatoro or Nagatoro-san. There are a few other spin-offs such as Nagatoro-san no Sandbag, which was the Pixiv comics, which I've already reviewed here. Let's get started. This is called Don't Mess With Me Nagatoro, Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro-san, Please Don't Bully Me Nagatoro-sama, and various other names. This whole naming thing had a massive amount of memes when the English title was revealed by Vertical. There was quite a lot of memes generated, and some of them are more amusing than others. This is of course published by Magazine Pocket by Kodansha, and its English publisher is, as I've said, Vertical, which has 7 volumes out of, I believe, 11. So far there are 88 chapters. This is a slice of life school romance that started off as a gentle bullying manga. This is one of the big 3 bullying mangas, or taunting or playful kohai senpai type relationships that exist, with one slight caveat. Of course I'm talking about Azaki-chan, I'm talking about Anju. Now Anju and Seto are in the same class, so that's the caveat. And of course we've got Nagatoro-san, with the senpai being a second year and Nagatoro being a first year. Alright, now a lot of people broke down about Nagatoro when her design was revealed in the anime. Now the anime is a bit weird because it's well done. The images don't look too bad, the characters look the same, but I don't know, there is something odd about it. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know, it didn't grip me as much as the manga did. So there we go. I think maybe it's just something that can't be transferred over easily, especially the very beginning chapters with his emotional state as he's being bullied by Nagatoro. Nagatoro is a rather strong female character, and she takes the lead in basically every interaction that she and Senpai takes and has together. There are some scenes where she forcefully makes him draw her, and she pushes like she's strong enough to push a sofa from another room into another one. So that's showing you that she's a strong character who makes decisions and thinks long term. She's a great character in that she's assertive, and well, she's also later on she's shown to be rather sporty and rather physically fit because she was once in a judo class and eventually she dropped out and decided to swim instead, and that's where it starts with her meeting the senpai in a library. And if you've read it, you've read it. If you haven't, well, this has been going since 2017 and you've had what, 5-6 years to read the beginning chapters, so well, I'm only spoiling those. There are some issues with the manga, and this is probably because of Nanashi or 774, the author's previous works, and he had a certain rather reputation with some of his doujins, which I will just sidestep for now. However, he does bring references to Upil and the Zoo doujin in a couple of chapters within the manga, so there are callbacks to his earlier works if you look for them. Going from that, this is classified as a rom-com. Now, the romance part of this quote-unquote rom-com only starts later. The friendship between Senpai and Nagatoro starts off quite one-sided, where she's forcing him to do things, and later on he does start to genuinely care about her. As her friends are introduced, she becomes overly protective of him, at one point seeing him as only a plaything, and later on seeing him as well more. There are some things that are uncomfortable in this manga, and that's not because of, you know, you having a strong female character. It's the bullying aspect, especially in the beginning. Nagatoro in the beginning doesn't know her limits. She doesn't know why Senpai is like he is, and we're only starting to realise in the later chapters that he's weak because he was bullied for a long time, and when you're put down like that for years and years, you do develop a mentality that you are worthless. And she, especially around the contest between Senpai drawings and the previous president or club manager drawings, does she... Well, it's more like that she wants to help him more. You know, she doesn't... Although she continues to call him gross and other things, it's more, I think, in a soft way than in a cruel way. I think there is a tipping point at that point where she realises maybe her friends have gone too far and she's gone too far, and that she's going to destroy something that he genuinely cares about. I think before that point, she really wouldn't have cared if the art club had failed, and she would have been another body in his life that ruined something that he enjoyed. These are just my thoughts, of course. You are free to disagree with them. Nagatoro is one of the weirdest things that I've ever read because of that, because of the weird dynamic that switches. For example, in the beginning it was a bullying manga, then it turned into some sort of weird teasing manga, a bit like Tadaki-san, but a bit meaner. And then around chapter 40 or so, they develop feelings for each other, maybe a bit earlier, but that's when it really solidifies. And towards the 88th chapter, it is heading into a very romantic direction. But will it be able to stand the quote-unquote confess scene, where normally what happens is one person will confess, the other person will accept, and the manga ends, and we might get a time skip chapter. Will it survive that? I don't know. Other mangas have done it better. For example, I'm going to again say Kaguya-sama has done it expertly. I can't say any more. And one more, Boarding School Juliet, that starts off with two people confessing, and yeah, I am going to review that one because that is one of my favourites. So thank you all for watching. Do take care of yourselves, and bye bye.